Family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring another video. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a timeless reading. Um, you could also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this as your own energy. Um, Keep in mind, I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything. Um, if you'd like to work with me on spiritual advice, twin flame stuff, um, astrology readings, and more, my information is in the description below. Um, Keep in mind, we all have masculine and feminine energies in our bodies. So masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine. Um, so use those terms as they make sense in your situation. And also, if you'd like to book a free consult with me, my Calendly link is in the description below. All right, y'all, so let me get into it. All right, so divine masculine is wanting to figure out a way to get closer. He's what he's used to you doing, or how he's used to you responding collective, you're not doing it anymore. And so when for some of you, you have a new love, for some of you, a returning masculine. But for those of you who do have the returning masculine, um, he's trying to figure out what changed, because the collective is not doing the same things the collective was doing before, which means you might have been um, more likely to do everything that he asked you to do, and you would be afraid if he got mad at you that, he would take away his affection or whatever. And now you're like, do I really even have your affection if it's depending on me doing whatever you ask, or not holding you accountable for things, or not holding your feet to the fire on things? Because collective, you're understanding more now that in order for you to help him to become the best that he can be, you're going to have to hold his feet to the fire, which means you're going to have to hold him accountable. When he says he's going to do stuff, he has to do it. Um, if he wants you to do stuff, he has to reciprocate. And the thing is, you're saying, I'm not going to be with someone that I have to force to be accountable for their actions, that I have to force to tell me that they care about me, that I have to force to spend time with me, talk to me, whatever it is, that I have to force to show me that they care about me, that I have to force to work on their self. Time is out for that. And you know that, again, in order for him to be his best self, you're going to have to be your best self, which means that either you hold him accountable and you make sure that you encourage him to take responsibility for his actions, that he keeps his word, that he reciprocates, that he pours love into you, that he's honest, that he has an open heart. Either he does those things, or you can't help him to get to become his best self. And he actually likes it, because he knows that in order to become his best, you're going to have to do these things. You're going to have to help him. You're like his moral compass. And he knows that, again, it's a challenge. But he's up for the challenge, because so many people have just let him get off the hook, let it slide. They haven't done any of this stuff. And he feels like, because of this, he's not the type of person that he could be. And so he knows that with you challenging him, he has risen to the occasion. He can rise to the occasion. He can become better. He'll continue to grow throughout his life, and he knows that the best place that he can be is with you. And the worst thing that he could do is be with someone who's not going to hold him accountable. And he knows that the karmic partners of the past, and some, for some of them, they've been especially bad at this. They don't really say, you need to keep your word, you need to do what you say you're going to do. If you ask me to do something, you need to do the same thing. If you ask me to pour into you, you need to pour into me. If you ask me to show that I care about you, I'm going to need you to do the same thing. And if you're not going to do it, then I'm out. And for you, collective, when you did walk away, you pulled the rug from under the divine masculine because he did not expect that. He didn't think that you would stand up for yourself. He didn't think, and for a lot of people behaving badly, he was just saying, well, I could get away with this, so he would do it. But now, and you didn't argue, you didn't fuss, you didn't fight, you didn't start anything. You just simply said, I love you. But if we're going to be together, you're going to have to elevate. You're going to have to be your better self, best self. You're going to have to continue to work to get closer to your higher self. As a matter of fact, his higher self is who told you how to handle him, how to deal with him. And he's, like I said, even though he's surprised because you've let him off the hook so many times in the past, he also is pleasantly surprised. He's grateful that you're holding his feet to the fire, that you're challenging him to be better, and he knows again that he'll be his best self only with you, and no one else is going to push him because your divine masculine could be a celebrity, could be wealthy, he could be rich, he could be very successful, he could be, an owner of multiple businesses, or he could do a lot of things, could be an entrepreneur, and so on. And he knows that not a lot of people are going to get with him, are going to, hold his feet to the fire, going to encourage him to change, to do whatever it is he needs to do to get better. But he knows that you love him fiercely, that you'll do just about anything for him, that there's nothing that you wouldn't do to fight for the two of you and your union, that you're not allowing him to behave like, the average guy because he isn't the average guy. And if he acts like the average guy, then he might as well be called the average guy. He isn't. He knows that he's so much better, you're so much better, than sometimes you allow yourself to act. So both of you, your higher selves are calling you to something greater. And so for both of you, you're also up for the challenge. Um, so you're challenging him, you're pushing him, you're encouraging him. Like I said, even though he's kind of shocked, he's kind of also grateful. He's excited about the challenge. And so now for you, like I said, some of you have new loves coming in, some of you have returning masculines, but you're saying if you can't reciprocate, if you can't pour into me like I'm pouring into you, if you can't show love for me, if you can't communicate in a strong way to express yourself better and better, you ain't working on it, then you can't come. Collective, you might have a windfall of money pouring in on you. You might have um, a lot of amazing things coming into your life. You might have a lot of opportunities. You might have a lot of clients pouring in. You might be getting a lot of communication from people coming in lately. A lot of people need your help or want your help. And your challenge, one part of your challenge is that what you really want? Because for some of you, you've been saying you want more business, you want more clients, you want more opportunities, and this and that. So you're getting more people coming in and saying they need your help. And even if they need it just to be balanced, they need your help, they need to talk. And it's important for you to make sure that you hold up your end of the bargain. And the more responsibility you are able to handle, the more you will get on your plate. Um, so you have to continue to do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure you're accomplishing what you need to accomplish, whatever it is, your paperwork, making sure you stay caught up with everything, making sure you do research like you need to, making sure you do trainings like you need to, whatever it is that you need to do, making sure that you're keeping up with everything and that you're doing everything that you need to do. Because, like I said, showing that you can handle smaller responsibilities, that means that you can handle larger responsibilities. I think some people are surprised that you are, as talented, as amazing, as intelligent, as spiritually gifted as you are. And some people are very jealous of you and they're trying to push you into the background. 11:11 was on the clock. Twin flames could be coming in for some of you. You're watching a lot of it unfold. You're glowing up and looking beautiful, and so you could have some jealousy around you. Some old lovers might be coming back, or people that were trying to be a lover to you. You might be getting a lot of attention in the romantic way. You might have a lot of people sending you information or calling, letters, whatever, packages. Um, but it can be also a lot of um, attractive people competing for your attention. And so it's you standing on business and you saying, I'm asking for you to step up and stand in the relationship with me. And if you can't, in the union with me, if you can't do it, then I'm releasing you. So you're releasing people that you feel like are not a good fit for your life because you're trying to elevate. You might have some amazing ideas, and some people might be trying to discourage you. Pay it no mind because they're just jealous because they know once you put your mind to something, you could actually get everything that you want. All right, y'all. So I didn't want to make the reading too long. As always, happy lightning fast manifesting. Continue to glow up, continue to watch, read, listen to things that will lift you up. Continue to work on growing your spiritual powers, gifts, and abilities. Continue to work on surrounding yourself with people that want everyone to win. Continue to work on surrounding yourself with energy that will lift you and everyone up. And I will work on making you another video soon. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.